So what is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video and episode number 2 of Ask Ray. I'm Ray. I'm your host. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's jump in right to your questions. If you have a question, leave it down below in the comments of this video or any previous video on Ask Ray, any previous episode, and I'll be sure to answer it for you guys. What is your dream guitar rig? Man, that's so hard to answer, but I'll give you an amp, a cab, a pedal, and a guitar. Cab, that's the easiest one. Mesa Boogie 4x12 Recto cab, that's right behind me. Amplifier, Mesa Boogie Mark V, the 90 watt, the big boy. Now pedal, I need an overdrive pedal, or a boost. I'm going to go Precision Drive by Horizon Devices just because it has a noise gate. I like the Fortin Blade and the Fortin 33 a little bit better, but I mean, maybe if I had a noise gate and the effects loop and then I had a Fortin Blade, yeah, so scratch that. I'm going to go Fortin Blade, and then I'm going to go TC Electronic noise gate in the effects loop. And then guitar, like an old school, like 1971 Gibson Les Paul Custom, like a Black Beauty or something like that. I think that'd be really, really sick. So Mesa Boogie cab, Mesa Boogie Mark V, 90 watt amplifier, Fortin Blade, TC Electronic noise gate, Century noise gate, and old school Les Paul Custom. Well, I have 2 questions, so if that's okay. Hell yeah, it's okay, dude. Who inspired you to pick up the guitar and start playing? If you could only choose one guitar, one amp, one pedal to play the rest of your life, what would it be? Well, this wasn't playing, but I literally just answered that question. Mesa Cab, Mark V, Fortin Blade, TC Electronic, and old school Les Paul Custom. Yeah, that's what I would choose. So I hope that's okay. I hope I answered your question there, sir. But who inspired me to play? 2 things: Led Zeppelin and my father. Led Zeppelin, the How the West Was Won album and the DVD that coincided with it, that came out in early to mid 2003, changed my life forever, man. But more importantly, my dad, man. I've said this in, I did a video about a month ago, give or take, about my dad, about his guitar. And he inspires me to this day. He inspired me to pick up the guitar in 2003. He had a Les Paul that he played, and he was pretty solid at, and he was a pretty good player. Yeah, it inspired me just because I liked the way he played, and I liked how much he enjoyed playing and playing riffs, etc., etc. But what's interesting is my dad passed away before he ever even saw my channel. My channel was never a thing. I was knee-deep in the Army side of things when he passed away in 2016. So that was certainly my focal point, my everything, really. I was like, you know, just Ray the soldier, you know what I mean? Like, that's all I thought about, it's all I did. I just lived, breathed, and trained, you know, Army stuff and in military life. And so what I'm getting at is, he inspires me now because he was always very hard on me and very, very disciplined on me, and always just let me know and put me in check when I was out of line or doing something wrong. And that inspired me, and it fueled me because I was always seeking his approval. Whenever I did well, he rewarded me, but whenever I did something wrong or incorrectly or something wasn't working, he would let me know. He would certainly not sugarcoat anything. And so I always just wish he was here to see this channel and see our channel, because I know he would be really proud of me, but I know he would be letting me have the business and saying, like, hey, you're not doing everything you can do. You could be playing better. You could be posting more content. You could be doing this, that, and the third. So he inspires me to this day, and it sucks so bad and it hurts so bad that he's not here, because I just wish he could see what we're doing with this channel, because I know he'd be proud of me. But he inspired me to pick up the guitar, and he's still inspiring me, to continue to push this channel harder and harder and grow our channel on a daily basis. So I love my dad for that, and I just wish he was here. So he inspired me to play. I know you used to a soldier, and a while ago you had a surgery. How was it, and how do you feel? And lastly, how did you start your music career? Well, thank you so much for checking in on my health, man. I really appreciate you, dude. So I'm not sure what surgery you're talking about. Reason being is I've had 7 since I've started this YouTube channel. In 3 years, I've had 7 surgeries, and I got one more coming up here in March. But anyway, they're all doing well, man. I mean, I've had surgery on my hips, my hip, my shoulders, my elbow, you know, on my neck. I forgot about that one. Yeah, I've had a lot, and it doesn't not suck, but I'm doing all right, man. I'm holding it together. I'm holding it down. I'm trying not to miss a beat with this channel and just get right back up to playing. Funny story. You guys want to hear a funny story? When I had my last surgery on December 18th, 2019, I had it on my left elbow on the inside in here. And So what happened was I had work at 9 a.m., right? I had to go to my job. I worked from home, or I worked from home. I don't work with this company anymore. But I had my surgery at 6 a.m., went under the knife, 6 a.m., woke up from it at 8 a.m., got in my car at 8:15. I didn't drive. Somebody was driving me. I think my fiance's mom. Yeah, my fiance's mom was driving me. Got home at 8:30, had breakfast, and then went to work at 9 a.m. That's how good I've gotten at the whole surgery thing, because I've had so many in the past 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. But yeah, man, I'm doing well, and I appreciate you asking me. Like I said, I've gotten pretty good at bouncing back. But how did I start my music career? After my third or fourth surgery so it was my first of 2 surgeries on this right shoulder. And I've said this a decent amount of time on this channel, but my first YouTube video was like 5 days after my first surgery, 5 or 10, something like that. And yeah, I still had stitches in my arm when I was playing my first YouTube videos. Super cringy videos, but they're there, and you know, I use them as a reference point to see where I was, where I started, and where I'm at now. But yeah, my career, if you will, my career with Luna Muerta, my solo project, and this YouTube channel started because I was bored at home because I had 30 days of leave from the military while I was recovering from my surgery. And yeah, man, so I just threw on the camera and just started playing, and you know, here we are today, almost 3 years later. I can't believe I've been doing this almost 3 years, man. And so my career, if you will, is you know, still an everyday grind, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be. But it all started because I got hurt in the Army. So it's kind of funny how one thing that kind of sucks, i.e. getting hurt, leads to something like this, and leads me to meeting amazing people all over the world. So that's how it started. It's an everyday grind. I'm pushing harder and harder, and I'm not stopping anytime soon until I reach whatever I think is an obtainable goal. And I don't even think that is really obtainable. I think I'll just go until I die. Jim Root says you can take his place on stage for one song. Which one? That's easy. That's actually really easy, surprisingly. People, hands down, people. And it would be, I would like to do it as the opener song, or the encore, the first encore song. Basically, I love it when the curtain's down, and then either it drops or it rises. I love that energy with that song. It's my favorite song by them. Forever will be my favorite song probably in my entire life. So if I could do that, that'd be pretty sick. I wouldn't even want to do it on stage, man. I'd like to just be side stage or behind the curtain, and just kind of be like the third guitar, and that'd be that'd be really cool. But yeah, one could dream, right? But that would definitely be the song I would choose. Well, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you so much for everybody who submitted questions on Instagram. Continue to post comments and questions down below in these videos, and I'll be sure to get you squared away every Wednesday in the Ask Ray video series. Thank you so much for watching, guys. A huge shout out to everybody following me on Instagram, all my patrons, and everybody watching at home. I'm out of here. Stay metal, guys, and I'll see you next time. Later.